Back at St. Anthony, getting ready for T-Town and St. Anthony, and one of the more experienced T-Town starting lineups. 4 seniors and a junior. Courtney Gibson is a 5'10 senior. Jolene Dater's a 5'5 senior. Emily Conkle, a 6-foot senior. Kaylee Nieberge, a 5'9 senior. And then the one non-senior is Summer Wall, a 5'5 junior. So those are your starters for Teutopolis. They are 6-1. For St. Anthony, Nancy Ruhall's a 5'8 freshman. Anna Faber is a 5'9 senior. By the way, Anna's going to have a signing ceremony this week. Stacy Vonderheid's a 5'9 junior. Addie Nuxall is a 6-foot sophomore. And Lucy Fearday, the veteran, is 6-foot senior. Going to play at Lakeland, I hear. Man, I didn't even have a signing ceremony. She might just go immediately up there and start playing. She's a talented athlete. So those are the starters. St. Anthony under Aaron Rios, 10-0. Teutopolis 6-1. This should be fun.
Should be, and if you notice off the starting lineup, St. Anthony has a little bit of a size advantage, especially at the guard spots. But T-Town has plenty of size, too, that they can throw at you. And it'll be interesting to see who gets the tempo and pace of this game. And, boy, the one game that I saw St. Anthony play against Altamont, they got in some foul trouble. They won't be able to afford to do that tonight, you wouldn't think.
Kaylee Nieberge's at 18-6 for Teutopolis, and Lucy Fearday is at 18-5 for St. Anthony. So we'll see how that all works out. St. Anthony wins the tip. We're underway, and glad to have you with us here on KJ Country at 102.3. JV game started at 6, and they play 6-minute JV quarters, so that's why we're starting so early. Bulldogs work it to the left side, driving it in. Layup, no good by Nancy Ruhall. T-Town gets the rebound. It's claimed by Summer Wall. She throws it down court and then back out on the wing. A try for 3, and it's too strong, put up by Courtney Gibson. St. Anthony, the rebound. It's grabbed by Anna Faber, and then the ball ends up turning into a travel, and that'll give it back to the Shoes.
Yeah, just kind of got a little anxious, it looked, as trying to push it up the court. Didn't quite get the break set for St. Anthony, an early turnover.
So 40 seconds in, no scoring. Shoes cross the half line. They go to the corner. They force it into the lane. Nice drive. Left-hand layup. Too strong, though, by Conkle. Rebound battle. We've got a couple of kids, one for each team, hitting the deck. And it's a held ball, and it'll stay with T-Town.
Vonderheid and Wall both got after it, and jump ball keeps it with T-Town. It'll be along the sideline next to the Bulldog bench.
Conkle will inbound for Teutopolis, throws it into backcourt. Wall takes it there and sets it up. No score. We're about a minute into this one. Ball knocked away. Good defense by St. Anthony, but it's grabbed right back by the Shoes. They go to the baseline, fire it underneath. Tough catch by Kaylee Nieberge. Got it to the corner. Try for 3. Good by Courtney Gibson. And Teutopolis takes a 3-0 lead.
Well, Nieberge had 4 girls around her all trying to get the ball from her, and they couldn't do it, and then she was able to kick it out to the open shooter.
Stacy Vonderheid drove through about 4 Teutopolis players. Got it down low. The shot for 2's no good for Nancy Ruhall. Shoes the rebound, grabbed by Nieberge. She gets it down court. Now they kick it out on the side to Emily Conkle. Baseline jumper, in and out, no good. And the rebound put up, no good by Nieberge. This rebound taken down finally by Vonderheid for St. Anthony. Boy, 2 close-in looks, and neither would go. Still 3-0 Shoes. They hit a 3. Couple of minutes into this one. Working it on the wing is Hannah Faber. And some collision and some contact, and it ended up going off Ruhall's leg out of bounds, so it'll go back to the Shoes.
Another turnover for the Bulldogs. They're second in the first couple of minutes here, as St. Anthony trying to figure out a way to deal with T-Town's man-to-man.
Both of them employing good defense so far. Shoes get it down low, and a nice shot off the glass. Good by Emily Conkle. Shoes up 5-0 now here in the early going, and then they trap at midcourt, but St. Anthony beats the pressure. They got it underneath nicely, and a layup good by Stacy Vonderheid. So good job by St. Anthony of beating the pressure.
Yeah, a little pass to the middle, and then they had it broke down from there. As it was a nice job to get it underneath the Vonderheid.
Almost had the ball knocked loose, and finally timeout T-Town. They weren't going to get the ball across the half line to beat the 10 count, so Lori Thompson calls time. Back in 30. 5:31 to go opening quarter. Teutopolis 5, St. Anthony 2 on KJ Country at 102.3.
With an expanded service department, our new Express Lube, and a huge lineup from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Geckner Brothers continues to build on the service and trust we've earned since 1937. Visit us online at GecknerBros.net.
Washington Savings Bank is here for you through every stage of life. We make banking easy and convenient.
5-2 Shoes, 5.5 to go in the opening quarter. I've known years when St. Anthony would be down 25-2 at this point, and that's good measure of how far this program's come under Aaron Rios. Shoes get the ball inbounded. Summer Wall got it to a teammate, got knocked loose. Now it's stolen by St. Anthony. Good job by Faber. Stepped in front of the pass over on the side. Shot for two, no good by Ruhal. Rebound, though, is grabbed by St. Anthony in the person of Addie Nuxall. They tried to go inside, and the ball got knocked away. T-Town with a basketball. Then they almost throw it out of bounds, but a good save by Gibson. T-Town retains the possession. They get it over on the side to Conkle. Out top, the catch by Jolene Daters. First chance she's had to catch the ball, and now they've got her double team. She gets it away safe, and now out front, a bounce pass to Wall. From the elbow, shot for two. Gibson no good, and St. Anthony the rebound. Grabbed by Fearday. Lucy will bring it down herself. Gets it across the half line. Over on the side to Faber. Faber out top to Vonderheide. Now St. Anthony wants to chat. So it's St. Anthony's turn to call the timeout. 4:33 to go. Opening quarter. Each of these teams feeling each other out. It's T-Town 5, St. Anthony 2 on KJ Country at 102.3.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a vehicle that works for you. Check out Northside Ford's selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs today.
The Giving Plate, a meal service with heart. Purchase fresh and frozen meals along with salads and wraps. We have provided over 1,000 free meals to members of our local community. Check us out at our website and order online at thegivingplatemeals.com.
Come see all the new and exciting Chevrolet and Toyota vehicles here at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham, or shop and buy 24/7 at danheck.com.
Chess match here. Everybody feeling each other out.
Yeah, and Teutopolis has had some shots that have just barely rolled off. It could be a much bigger lead in the early going. St. Anthony is kind of fortunate that some of those shots have found their way off the rim instead of dropping through.
Vonderheide gets the inbound in backcourt. Shoes by 3. It's 5-2 with 4:24 to go in the opening quarter. Vonderheide doing a lot of dribbling. Over to Ruhal. Got it knocked away. And it ends up off her. And another St. Anthony turnover, and Ruhal's going to have a seat, and St. Anthony sends Addison Rios in.
We mentioned Ruhal, a freshman, and she hasn't played like it a lot of this season, but maybe a little nerves in the early going as the turnovers are starting to mount up.
Conkle underneath, good pass. Nieberge, nice. Good move, laid it up and in. Good left-hand layup by Kaylee Nieberge. Shoes up 5. Now St. Anthony gets it down low. Rios tried to get it into a teammate, and T-Town the steal. Good job by Estella Medi into the game with that steal for Teutopolis. They get it out top. Ahead of the key 3 is short from Gibson. And a rebound taken down by Vonderheide for St. Anthony. She fires it down court to Rios. Back out front to Anna Faber. Picks up the dribble, and he got it taken out of her hands by Gibson. Now we got a big collision and a foul on the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Gibson just reached in and took it right away, and that's the 6th St. Anthony turnover already in this first quarter. That led to the foul. It's the first foul of the ball game for either team, and it's whistled on Anna Faber.
Gibson sits down, and Chloe Prupst is in for T-Town, a 5'7" sophomore. Shoes lead at 7-2, and they have the ball, and they lob it down low. Catch against 3 defenders, so out front to Wall. Now they go on the left side. Betty with the catch on the elbow now. A shot put up and good. Nice jumper by Summer Wall. That's her first 2 points. And it's 9-2 Teutopolis. So
taking advantage of the 1-3-1 defense, using the angles and getting the open shot.
So the pass down low, stolen by T-Town. That was pretty much telegraphed that time. Shoes in the lane. They go on the side, down in the corner. They lob it out front. Go left side, wide open. Shot for two. Too strong by Wall. St. Anthony, the rebound. It's grabbed out of there by Faber. And she gets it across the half line. 9-2 Shoes. 2:50 to go, opening quarter. Faber picks up the dribble. Now what? Gets it to a teammate. Fearday came out to grab it. And a whistle and a timeout. St. Anthony wants to chat some more, and Fearday didn't have much room to roam. So let's take a break. 2:40 to go, opening quarter. 9-2 Teutopolis on KJ Country at 102.3.
With an expanded service department, our new Express Lube, and a huge lineup from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Geckner Brothers continues to build on the service and trust we've earned since 1937. Visit us online at gecknerbros.net.
Washington Savings Bank is here for you through every stage of life. We make banking easy and convenient.
And defense, they are synonymous, and it's starting to take its measure here on St. Anthony, at least in the early going of the game. St. Anthony gets the ball inbounded after the timeout. Shoes in front, 9-2. 2.5 to go in the first quarter. Faber on the right side gets it out top. Now back to Faber. Faber comes baseline, but boy, there's no room. Throws it back out front, and it's knocked loose, and it's a foul on the Shoes.
Looks like Estella Meddy is going to pick up the first wooden shoe personal, as she was going for a steal along the sideline, said she got too much of the body of the Bulldog opponent.
And a Faber inbounds right in front of Lori Thompson, the Teutopolis coach, or she wants to.
Yeah.
If somebody will get open, and nobody did, and now a takedown, but the ball eventually does end up in St. Anthony's hands.
Yeah, they just got their feet tangled up. Nothing intentional or malicious, but it did lead to a collision.
Faber. And we got a reach-in foul on T-Town. It's on Chloe Prupst. So another common foul.
Yep, that's the second on the team. Prupst is first.
Bulldogs inbound and backcourt. Still 9-2. A lot of action, just no scoring. Faber with the ball out top for St. Anthony. Gets it left side to Rios. Picks up the dribble. Needing help. Throws it in the backcourt. And St. Anthony will have to go catch it. Well, they never did get a chance to catch it because it ended up out of bounds. So we got a turnover. Now another official says that T-Town touched it last. So it'll stay with St. Anthony.
He indicated right away that that ball was tipped when it went back across the half-court line. So St. Anthony can't say that they didn't know that if they went and got it that they that they wouldn't be able to touch it in backcourt without it being in violation. But as it is, it's still their ball because no one got to it.
St. Anthony has the ball out top to Anna Faber. Bulldogs need a basket. Down 9-2 here. Ruhal drives it inside, put it up, no good. Got called. Nope, going to be a block. So Ruhal going to the line, shoot a pair.
Fouls on number 22 for T-Town. Emily Conkle has her first. That's the third on the team. They picked up 3 fouls in the last couple of minutes here on the clock, as that was pretty much the best offense we've seen from St. Anthony other than that fast break layup where they scored their first 2 points.
Ruhal put that first foul shot up, back of the rim, no good. Still 9-2. Minute 35 to go, opening quarter. Shoes with the lead. Second foul shot too strong. Rebound, it's taken down by T-Town. Grabbed out of there by Chloe Prupst. And here come the Shoes. Across the half line, Conkle gets it away to Nieberg in. Now over across the pond. They go down low now. Ooh, maybe one pass too many. They had a pass to Chloe Prupst, and she tried to make one more pass. St. Anthony had time to tie it up in a jump, and they'll get the ball on the alternate possession.
So it ends up being Teutopolis' second turnover, and it looked to me like it was a situation where Kaylee Nieberg might have been trying to shoot the ball before she actually caught it, and then St. Anthony was able to get in there and tie it up.
Von der Eye with the ball for St. Anthony. To Ruhal, the freshman drives, left-handed, a little bit off balance on the shot. It's no good, and T-Town gets the rebound. Taken down by Nieberg, and she fires it down court, and a shot missed by Conkle because she got fouled. Emily's going to the line to shoot a pair.
Second foul on St. Anthony as a team, and it's whistled against 1-3. That's Faber, and she has them both. So a little bit of a foul concern situation here for Coach Rios.
And his daughter, Addison Rios, quick off the bench here, I'm sure for her. And T-Town makes a couple of changes. They sit down Summer Wall. They sit down Chloe Prupst. And St. Anthony does make a change as well. And meanwhile, back at the foul line, foul shot's good by Conkle. And she made them both, and she's sitting on the 3 points. 4 points, pardon me. She made them both, Greg. So it's 11-2. Shoes by 9. Down to 45 seconds in the first quarter, and another foul as Nancy Ruhal got run over by Jolene Daters.
Well, Daters saw the ball got tipped, and she went for it. And just the fact that the St. Anthony player got there first, she couldn't stop her momentum and wound up knocking her down. First foul, team's fourth.
Bulldogs inbound to backcourt. Stacy Vonderheide then works it across the half line. 35 seconds left in the first quarter. St. Anthony held to just 2 points in this quarter. Ruhal wanted to shoot, now gets it over on the side. Vonderheide forces it inside. Fearday's shot rolls out, no good. Rebound T-Town taken down by Gibson. And Gibson back in the game gets it to Conkle, and now with 15 seconds left in the first quarter, see what T-Town does here. Have a 9-point lead. Gibson got it to a St. Anthony player, and it's taken by Ruhal. She gets it down to Vonderheide. Out on the wing for three. The shot won't go for Rios. T-Town the rebound. Close to a walk, but the shot put up by Daters, no good at the buzzer. But we got up and down the floor a lot. After a quarter here at the Enlow Center, it's Teutopolis 11, St. Anthony 2 on KJ Country at 102.3.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a vehicle that works for you. Check out Northside Ford's selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs today.
The Giving Plate, a meal service with heart. Purchase fresh and frozen meals along with salads and wraps. We have provided over 1,000 free meals to members of our local community. Check us out at our website and order online at thegivingplatemeals.com.
Come see all the new and exciting Chevrolet and Toyota vehicles here at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham, or shop and buy 24/7 at danheck.com.
First quarter stats, sir?
Well, if you're St. Anthony, you have to feel fortunate to just be down 9 after that first quarter, where they were 1 of 7 from the field, 0 of 2 from the three-point line, 0 of 2 from the free throw line. Had 7 turnovers in that first quarter, and much of them was in the first half of the first quarter, as Teutopolis had 4 turnovers in that quarter. St. Anthony was out-rebounded by Teutopolis 7-6. T-Town 4 of 11 from the field, 2 of 2 at the free throw line, and 1 of 3 from three-point range to have the 11-2 advantage.
And the Shoes get the ball, or they thought they did to start the second quarter, but the inbound pass is stolen by St. Anthony. Out front, Rios with the ball. Works to the left side of the floor. Now to Fearday, top of the key. Gets it away safely to Ruhal. Picks it up, decides to shoot it. Shot no good. And a rebound tapped to Ruhal. This shot for 2, no good. This shot by Rios, no good. And a rebound finally taken down by Conkle for Teutopolis. So St. Anthony had plenty of opportunities that trip. Couldn't cash in. That's how the second quarter starts. Shoes working around the perimeter as St. Anthony dropping back, trying to clog it in the middle. Here's a shot for 3, good by Courtney Gibson. Her second 3 of the game. And T-Town all of a sudden up 14-2. 12-point lead. St. Anthony gets it underneath. No shot good. T-Town the rebound. And we've seen that a lot so far tonight.
Yeah, T-Town really collapsed on Ruhal and got the block shot and grabbed the loose ball rebound out of the air.
Catch out front by Conkle for T-Town. She got tripped, and a foul on the Bulldogs.
That'll be Addie Nuxall picking up her first foul, and it's the team's third, as we've seen a couple of players hit the floor pretty hard after just some entanglements so far in the game.
T-Town wants the inbound on the baseline, and they do. They got it out top to Jolene Daters. She hits the break and then throws it out of bounds. A lot of loft on that pass.
A little much. It turns into the second Teutopolis turnover, and their turnovers have kind of been unforced. The first one was a simple miscommunication. Summer Wall thought someone was behind her, so she let the pass that was over her head keep going, and St. Anthony easily picked that one off.
Sad Daters down. Estella Metti back in the game for Teutopolis. St. Anthony with the ball. They try to cross-court pass, which almost never works, and T-Town gets the steal. And they get it away to Conkle. Now on the side to Gibson. Out top, the catch by Wall. Over in the corner, try for three is way too long by Metti. St. Anthony rebound. Rios gets it across the half line. Dribble got a little high, so she shut down the break. And they drive it inside, and a bump. As Ruhal was trying to roam the baseline, she got helped out of bounds.
Well, Ruhal's trying to make things happen, and you got to commend her for that. But the issue for St. Anthony is Lucy Fearday has really only had one touch and only taken one shot thus far in the game, as they got to find a way to get her a little more involved along with some of her teammates.
T-Town keeps fouling, though. They're going to put St. Anthony at the line. So they'll inbound. St. Anthony will on the baseline. And they get it in, and a tough catch by Fearday. Shot won't go. Rebound saved by Gibson. No. Official was watching. She stepped out of bounds, so it'll stay with the Bulldogs.
Still struggling to score, though. St. Anthony 0 of 5 from the field this quarter after 1 of 7 in that first quarter.
Rios will inbound for St. Anthony in the corner.
That's a tough spot to inbounds from.
Gets it in, and it's stolen. Nice job by Nieberge to get the steal for the Shoes. She's going coast to coast. Left hands it up. Too strong. Rebound, Fearday for St. Anthony. She's getting it down court herself, coast to coast. Put it up and in. So Lucy Fearday in the book with her first points, and it's 14-4.
She says, that's one way for me to get the ball. I'll rebound it and just take it all the way down there myself.
Kaylee Nieberge drives inside for T-Town, put it up too strong. It's no good, and the rebound taken in by Callie Cabas, who's in the game for St. Anthony. Ball loose, grabbed finally by Ruhal for the Bulldogs. On the side, Fearday looking inside to Cabas, but can't find her open, so put it on the floor, and the ball's tapped out of bounds by Nieberge. It'll stay with the Bulldogs.
Might see Fearday come out on the perimeter a little bit just to catch the ball to see if she can then make her move, as they've pretty much hemmed her up inside.
Rios looking to get it inbound, and stepping in front of the inbound pass is Courtney Gibson. What a nice play. St. Anthony's third turnover. The Shoes get it down front. Gibson the catch. Now on the side. Walled the baseline. Can't get in. Back out to Gibson. To Conkle. In the middle. Knocked loose and stolen by Ruhal for St. Anthony. And then Conkle gets it back for T-Town. And down on the baseline, the catch by Wall. But the shot's too strong. Rebound grabbed by Taylor Beaker, who's in there, the homecoming queen. And she got it inside, and a nice catch. Tough catch by Kaylee Nieberge. Got it and put it up and in. So she has 4, and it's 16-4. On the other end, Fearday for St. Anthony working hard. Shot up, no good, but she did get fouled, and she'll be at the line to shoot a pair.
That is Teutopolis' 6th team foul, as Kaylee Nieberge has her first personal. And Fearday will gather her breath a little bit and then take the ball and see if she can sink the first of 2 free throws.
Shoes up 16-4. Fearday's foul shot, no good. And Teutopolis sends Katie Creamer into the game, 5'10 senior. They'll give Kaylee Nieberge a break. 4:28 to go, second quarter. Shoes in front 16-4. Fearday ready with her second foul shot. It's good. So a miss and a make. Lucy with 3, and it's 16-5. T-Town was up by a dozen right before that, and that's been their biggest lead so far. Shoes get it down on the side to Gibson. Out front to Wall. They throw it to the middle, and it's stolen by St. Anthony, the Shoes' third turnover. Ruhal, the freshman, drives it inside, got it knocked loose, and a foul, probably on Conkle. We'll check here.
Plenty of candidates, and it is indeed Conkle. Say they got her from behind, so now Emily has her second foul. to go along with Meddy, who has a couple of fouls for Teutopolis.
Yeah, this is a shooting foul, but T-Town's put St. Anthony in the bonus the rest of the half. Ruhal makes the first foul shot. That's her first point, and it's 16-6.
That was a nice little hesitation move out on the perimeter. She kind of slowed up and then all of a sudden exploded to the basket again and drew the foul.
Second foul shot up and good. Freshman got them both, and it's 16-7. So St. Anthony making a little bit of noise.
Yeah.
We're down 12. Now it's 9. Halfway through the second quarter. T-Town to the middle. Bounce pass down in the corner. Try for two. It's no good down there by Beaker. Rebound St. Anthony. And Ruhal. Two Rios. They lob it underneath. And Cabas' shot no good. She was a little too far under the basket, frankly. Conkle the rebound for T-Town. Tough angle to get that shot away. Gibson with it to Conkle. She pulls it out and starts to set up the offense. Summerwall wants to go underneath, and it's off the hands of Kramer, out of bounds, and another turnover on T-Town.
Yeah, they're starting to mount up. That's their fourth here through the first 5.5 minutes, I guess, or 4.5 minutes, rather, of the quarter.
Bulldogs get it across the half line. Stacy Vonderheide picks up the dribble. Away to Ruhal.
We're not playing 9-minute quarters, are we?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Fearday with the ball. Bounce pass, right side. Ruhal wants to go baseline. Can't. Goes back to Fearday. Squirms, shot off the glass. Good. What a nice move by Lucy Fearday.
Kevin McHale would have been proud of that up and under move there.
She has 5, and now it's a 7-point game. It's 16-9, so the Bulldogs making some noise here. 3 minutes to go before halftime. Conkle away to Carolyn Gibson, and the pass off the hands of Summerwall, out of bounds, and another turnover on the shoes. 5 in the quarter. And a change. Shoes sit Katie Kramer down, and they bring Kaylee Nieberge back in.
Now, when she sat down, Fearday was able to make a couple of moves in the post, so we'll see if how much of a difference it makes now with her back out there to guard Fearday.
Fearday to Vonderheide. Catch by Ruhal. Tries a three, and it's just off. Rebound, Fearday too strong. And a rebound, Gibson for Teutopolis. Shoes looking to get it down the floor. Summerwall across the half line. Bounce pass left side. Nieberge baseline too strong. Rebound Beaker, and she clears it out of trouble. Driving inside, Conkle got the shot to go. Went right by Fearday, put it up and in. Conkle was 6, and it's 18-9. Ruhal, a little trouble with the dribble, picks it up, and she initiated the offense, trying to clear some space. She let her temper get the best of her and ran into Summerwall, and that's a St. Anthony turnover.
It'll be their fourth turnover of the second quarter, and it's the first foul on Ruhal, fourth on the team, and Coach Rios is going to sit her down and make sure she cools off a little bit.
Down in the corner, the Shoes, they lead at 18-9, 2 minutes before halftime. Gibson with the ball. They will run it the other side to Wall. Now down on the baseline to Nieberge. Back to Wall. Out front on the other wing. Now down in the corner to Gibson. Now to Conkle. Pass inside to Nieberge, and a foul before the shot went up.
And that's a big one. It's on Faber, who they just ran back into the ball game, and she just now picked up her third foul as she was trying to prevent a shot attempt, which I guess she did, as the foul occurred on the floor, but it cost her third foul and the team's fifth.
2 changes for St. Anthony. Addie Nuxall comes back in. Nancy Ruhal comes back in. Cabas sits down, and of course Faber with the third foul sits down. Shoes, meanwhile, get the ball inbounded out top to Summerwall. Bounce pass left side. Gibson. Now they send it the other way to Conkle. Back out front, the catch by Prupst to Wall. To Gibson, to Wall, working the left.
With an expanded service department, our new Express Lube, and a huge lineup from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Geckner Brothers continues to build on the service and trust we've earned since 1937. Visit us online at gecknerbros.net.
Washington Savings Bank is here for you through every stage of life. We make banking easy and convenient.
side of the floor. They fired underneath. Nice catch by Nieberge, and she put it up and in. Nice bounce pass. Got through the defense. Nieberge has 6. Shoes back up 11 now. They've led by 12. Here's a pass. Knocked loose. Stolen by Conkle. She's doing a lot here.
Yes, she is.
5th turnover on St. Anthony in the quarter. Now the Shoes opening up that lead again. Here's a corner 3. Won't go for Gibson. The rebound hustled after, and Nieberge puts it up and in. What a nice effort. Haley Nieberge with 8. Driving it the other way. Shot by Ruhal, too strong. Rebound taken down by Conkle for T-Town. And now the Shoes are up 13. That's the biggest lead they've had tonight. Conkle tries to go down low to Nieberge. Now out to Gibson. 3 try. Won't go. Rebound. Nieberge. And had it, but stepped out of bounds with it. So it'll go to St. Anthony.
So it'll be a turnover then because she had the board. And that'll be Teutopolis' 6th turnover. But that's one of those, as a coach, you can kind of live with a little bit.
She was very aggressive and doing a lot of right things. Conkle sits down. St. Anthony with the ball. Half a minute to go before halftime. Nuxall had the ball out top now to Ruhal. They go inside and off the ball. We've got 3 seconds. Somebody for St. Anthony had camped out in there.
Fear Day, she had just kind of been posting up for a while trying, and she had pretty good position, but she could never get a teammate in a spot where they could get her the ball.
So now the Shoes up 13 with 20 seconds, can get a basket and go up 15 or 16 here. Nieberge to the hole, puts it up and got it. Man, she is playing well. 10 for Kaylee Nieberge. Shoes by 15 now. Down to 4 seconds. Pass knocked loose. Grabbed back by Ruhal. Shot no good. Rebound taken down by Prupst for T-Town at the buzzer. So all of a sudden, St. Anthony saw the Shoes regroup, and they ended up outscoring them a lot there at the end of that second quarter. Shoes go to the locker room with a 15-point advantage here at the Enlow Center at halftime. Teutopolis 24, St. Anthony 9. Back in 2 minutes here on KJ Country at 102.3.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a vehicle that works for you. Check out Northside Ford's selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs today.
The Giving Plate, a meal service with heart. Purchase fresh and frozen meals along with salads and wraps. We have provided over 1,000 free meals to members of our local community. Check us out at our website and order online at thegivingplatemeals.com.
Come see all the new and exciting Chevrolet and Toyota vehicles here at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham, or shop and buy 24/7 at danheck.com.
At the half, 24-9, Teutopolis in front of St. Anthony, and Matt's numbers probably will underscore that.
Yeah, they really do. Teutopolis isn't shooting too bad. They're 10 of 25 from the field at 40%. 2 of 2 at the free throw line, and 2 of 7 from beyond the arc at 29%. They're out rebounding St. Anthony by a margin of 17-13. St. Anthony's also committed 13 turnovers compared to Teutopolis' 10. As you mentioned, both of those numbers are pretty high for each of these teams here in the first half. Issue for St. Anthony, they just can't get shots to fall. 3 of 19 from the field at 16%. 3 of 6 at the free throw line for 50%, and they have not made a three-pointer. Granted, they only tried 3 of them so far in the ball game. Individually, Kaylee Nieberge finished strong and was 5 of 9 overall from the field in the first half of action. She has 10 points along with 5 rebounds. Emily Conkle's 2 for 4 from the field and 2 for 2 at the free throw line. She has 6 points and 4 rebounds. Also with 6 points is Courtney Gibson on 2 of 7 shooting, as she's 2 of 6 from three-point range and missed the only 2 that she took. She does have a couple of rebounds. A rebound as well for Jolene Daters and a rebound for Summer Wall. Wall was also 1 of 3 from the field with 2 points. Taylor Beaker is 0 for 1 from the floor, but she's grabbed a couple of rebounds. Chloe Prupst hasn't attempted a shot, but she has a couple of rebounds. And Estella Meddy is 0 for 1 from the field, but she has 2 fouls, as does Emily Conkle. Of course, St. Anthony, Anna Faber has been in foul trouble basically the whole game. She picked up a couple early personals, sat for a while, brought her back in, and she picked up another foul pretty quickly. She has 3 fouls and 3 rebounds here at the half. 5 points for Lucy Fearday, 2 for 5 from the field, 1 of 2 at the line. She has 4 rebounds. Nancy Ruhal, 0 for 11 from the field, 2 of 4 at the free throw line, a couple of points and a couple of rebounds. As Stacy Vonderheid's 1 for 1. She got the scoring started for St. Anthony with a drive to the basket and a layup. She has 2 points. Addie Nuxall, no shot attempts. She's grabbed a rebound. Addison Rios is 0 for 2 from the field. She has a couple of boards. And Callie Cabas is 0 for 1 from the field with a rebound as well. And again, Faber, the only person with more than 1 foul for St. Anthony at halftime. They trail Teutopolis 24-9.
Thank you, Matt. We had a score on Altamont and North Clay that North Clay is leading Altamont in girls basketball, so we'll see if we can get you a final on that one. We're miles ahead of everybody else, or everybody's early. It's what happens when you have 6 o'clock JV starts. Not that you're hearing Greg complaining about that, not by any means. Do want to mention that if you have the Kyler Murray starting with you in your fantasy team for the Arizona squad, that's not good news. They've taken him off the field in a cart.
Oh.
So that doesn't bode well. And New England and Arizona. We'll see what happens in that little Monday night affair. I'm sure Mr. Flexter can give us the latest and up-to-datest on that game. No doubt about it. Tomorrow night we have boys action. It'll be Effingham at Teutopolis, and we'll have that for you over on 97.9 XFM. Thursday night, it'll be Effingham and St. Anthony girls, and that'll be at Effingham. And then Friday night, we have Dietrich at St. Anthony at Dietrich boys action. Dietrich at St. Anthony boys.
I wasn't sure where it was, but I knew those were the combatants.
Get my handy schedule here. It's Dietrich at St. Anthony for boys National Trail Conference action. So 4 games this week. We had so many good matchups. It was tough not to do 4 games. Well, so that's the plan.
And it's a big week for St. Anthony girls in particular. You got this non-conference game against Teutopolis, and then you take on cross-town rival in Effingham. As everybody was ready but the officials. Nobody got them out of the locker room until now. The girls are all in position. They're just waiting for 3 striped gentlemen and a ball.
Hey, let's remind you, too, we're going to give away more cash tomorrow on Christmas Cash.
Well, that's nice of you to give that out of your pocket there, Greg. We all appreciate that.
Well, that's why I said we. That's we, the community we. First National Bank of Dave is providing that money. So keep that in mind. Make sure you're signed up. Meanwhile, St. Anthony gets the ball to start the second half. And Anna Faber, the aforementioned 3-foul Anna Faber, drove it inside, got tied up in a jump, and the alternate possession will give it over to T-Town.
Like the idea of the drive, just wish she would have been able to put on the brakes maybe a step earlier to avoid some of the trouble.
Man, massive pressure by St. Anthony defensively. They've knocked the ball away once. They reach in and tie up a jump. The freshman Nancy Ruhal reached in there, and Summer Wall and her were doing a jig, and alternate possession will give it back to St. Anthony.
Teams trading turnovers in the first 20 seconds.
Lord knows we've seen plenty of turnovers tonight. Ruhal with the ball for the Bulldogs. St. Anthony down 15. An early run would really help them a bundle. See what happens here. Faber's got it out top. Now decides to shoot the 2. It's no good. And the rebound grabbed by Courtney Gibson for T-Town. 2 teammate. The layup's no good by Beaker. No, I guess it's Jolene Dater's no good over there. Conkle got the pass, fed her. Shot wouldn't go, and then the battle for the rebound. Conkle gets fouled. She's at the line for a pair.
Yeah, she did a good job of getting on the boards, and that foul is unfortunately on Anna Faber. She has had a tough go with the whistles. That's her 4th foul, and she's played 45 seconds here in the 3rd quarter.
Down she goes, and Addie Nuxall checks back in. So 4 fouls for Faber, one of the seniors on this Bulldog team. Conkle's 2nd foul shot, meanwhile, rims out no good. So she made and missed, and Lucy Fearday the rebound for St. Anthony. And she gets it across the half line, got it knocked loose. Kaylee Nieberge tried to save it after knocking it loose, couldn't, and it'll stay with St. Anthony.
Wasn't for a lack of trying, though.
That's right. She about ended up over there with Bill Ferry at the scorer's table. She's working hard. St. Anthony got it in backcourt barely.
Yeah.
And Vonderheide gets it across the half line. Pass knocked loose by T-Town. Oh, and they say that it was touched last by St. Anthony, and so it'll go to T-Town.
Yeah, that pass just hit Addie Nuxall right in the shoulder and caromed off of her out of bounds.
She sits down. Lily Ganaway checks in for St. Anthony, a 5'6" freshman. So T-Town gets the ball up court, leading 25-9 here as we're into the second half. They get it out top. Gibson now over on the baseline. Conkle shot no good. Got her own rebound. Puts it up left-handed and got it in. She switched hands going up. Had better angle from the left side. Put it up. She has 9 now. And it's 27-9. Ganaway with the ball for St. Anthony. Away safely to Ruhal. Bounce pass down low to Fearday. Lucy looking for help underneath and none's to be found. Then she falls down but got it to a teammate. Vonderheide inside. Shot put up by Ruhal, no good. She got fouled before the shot, they tell us.
Foul whistled on Teutopolis' number 32. Summer Wall has her first personal of the ball game. Team's first this half.
So the Bulldogs will inbound on the baseline. Ganaway looks to get it in and does. And a shot put up for 3. Good. Nancy Ruhal. So the freshman gets the bucket from the wing. That makes it 27-12.
St. Anthony needed that. She needed that. Now a turnover.
They double team Summer Wall, and she picked up the pivot foot, and so it's right back to St. Anthony. Shue's second turnover in the quarter. Wall sits down now, and Teutopolis runs Estella Meddy back in. So it's 27-12, which means the lead had been 18 before that bucket. Ruhal with it for St. Anthony. Drives to the basket, puts it up and off. Rebound came to her. Ruhal out top. Ganaway tries a 3. It's short, goes out of bounds. It'll be T-Town ball. So we're just about a notch away from this being a great ball game. But it's so many mistakes that we can't call it great. And the ball gets knocked loose and off T-Town. So it'll go to St. Anthony.
The officials talked it over, and both of them asked the other, did you have a good look at it? And one said he didn't have a look, and the other said, I saw it off of T-Town.
And the third guy's glad he's on the other side of the floor. 27-12, T-Town. Ruhal shoots for 2 for St. Anthony, and boy, it won't go. It's just been a lid on the bucket. Rebound, Nieberge goes coast to coast and puts it up and in. Kaylee Nieberge is player of the game tonight. She's got a dozen. Fearday, baseline jumper, took her time, got set, and makes the shot. Fearday was 7, and it's 29-14. Double team and another walk. Daters called for steps. Shoes have 4 turnovers already. We've only played 2.5 minutes in the quarter.
The pressure is paying off with dividends as far as turnovers for Teutopolis. They are a lot of dead ball turnovers, meaning a travel or whatever where St. Anthony will inbound, but still they're getting possessions. Bulldogs just haven't been able to capitalize because of the poor shooting tonight.
Daters down and Prupst back in for T-Town. Ball got loose. St. Anthony still has it in the front court. Down 15, 5:15 to go in the third quarter. Ruhal with the ball for St. Anthony, picks up the dribble, gets it inside to Fearday, shot through 2, came out no good. Rebound Conkle for T-Town. She's one to go coast to coast. Now stops but keeps the dribble going, fires it across the floor. Shot for 2 is good for Chloe Prupst. Her first points.
She had both feet on the three-point arc, but she buried the 2.
So 31-17. Out top, Ruhal for 3 for St. Anthony, no good. Ganaway saves it in bounds, but it's grabbed by Courtney Gibson for T-Town. And then Ganaway reached in and fouled her. And it was a good job of fouling.
Yeah, Ganaway says, I've got 5, I'll use them. She picks up her first personal as she's come into the game and actually provided a little energy. And now she will have a seat.
And Addie Nuxall checks back in. 31-14 Shoes. 4:38 to go third quarter. And the ball got off Gibson and out of bounds, and another T-Town turnover.
Well, it was on the other side of the floor from our vantage point, but apparently Gibson just either had it poked off of her or she just lost it herself in trying to turn and go up court.
31-14 Shoes. St. Anthony with another chance to score off a turnover. Ruhal to Fearday. Lucy has it out top. Now picks up the dribble. Gets it away to Rios, who's back in the game. Addison Rios away to Vonderheide. Now to Ruhal, drives it inside, can't shoot. Rios out front, shot for two, good. Put up and in by Addie Nuxall.
Nice ball movement there, making the extra pass paid off as Nuxall buried the little jumper.
So it's a 15-point game again, 31-16. Shoes beat the pressure, good passing. Catch over on the side by Prupst. They go down on the side, a try from the baseline for two. Won't go for Estella Metti. And a battle for the rebound. We've got a jump called. Alternate possession will keep it with T-Town. So the Shoes will inbound after we have a timeout. 3:47 to go in the third. Gosh, it was reminiscent of the take-a-breath timeouts.
Yeah.
3:47 to go, third quarter. I wish I hadn't had that memory. T-Town 31, St. Anthony 16 on KJ Country at 102.3.
With an expanded service department, our new Express Lube, and a huge lineup from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Geckner Brothers continues to build on the service and trust we've earned since 1937. Visit us online at gecknerbros.net.
Washington Savings Bank is here for you through every stage of life. We make banking easy and convenient.
1-7-347-0777. Remind me to never have a memory like that again. 3:47 to go in the third. It's 31-16 T-Town. They've led by 18. They're up by 15. They've led the whole game. St. Anthony keeps getting opportunities to score off turnovers. Like that one there, where they inbounded and it's over and back is the call. Did anybody touch it, though?
Teutopolis did tip it before it crossed the line, but never had control of it.
So the officials are talking it over whether it ought to be an over and back. One official said yes. The other official saying, nah, maybe not. So it's going to be Shoes ball after all.
Yeah, there was no control established by Teutopolis on their side of the court, so to speak. So you can go back and get it in that situation. And good job of the officials by getting together, talking, and figuring it out.
Ooh, there's over and back.
Yeah.
They missed that big as the world. Anyway, Shoes, nice job getting the ball inside, and Kaylee Nieberg, put it up and in. Boy, Shoes got a player that got the ball, and she was clearly still in backcourt after the ball had been moved into the front court. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Stacy Vonderheide hits a corner three. She has 5, and it's a 14-point game. Shoes quickly down court with the ball. Metti loads it up for 2. No good. Rebound, Shoes. Good offensive rebound by Prupst. Shoes with the ball out top. Conkle with it. Emily looking inside. No room there. So to Metti. Left side, they go cross court to Conkle. Drive down low. Shot up. No good. Rebound. Big old collision between Ruhal for St. Anthony and Metti for T-Town. Let's see who gets this.
I think Ruhal got there second, so to speak. So she gets called for the foul. It'll be her second, and it's the team's third this half.
So Shoes ball by their bucket. 2:50 left, third quarter. Metti, nice over-the-shoulder catch. Gets it away safely to Prupst down low. Pass stolen by Rios. Pass down the lane. That's 6 turnovers on T-Town in the quarter game, and they had 10 in the first half. But St. Anthony hasn't been able to capitalize too much. Out top, Vonderheide. Down in the corner to Rios. They force it inside. Stepping in front of them, stealing it is Conkle for T-Town. That's the Bulldogs' third turnover this quarter. Man had the right idea, but Conkle knew where it was coming and grabbed it. Metti to Conkle for the Shoes. Drives down low. They double her, so she's in trouble. Picks up the dribble, and we've got an official's timeout.
Yeah, somebody's bloody. There we are.
Maybe Metti. Yeah, so they're going to work on Estella Medi here. So she's going to have to go to the locker room. So let's see who reports in for her. And T-Town's just going to go ahead and call timeout. So back in a minute, 2:12 to go, third quarter. Teutopolis 33, St. Anthony 19 on KJ Country at 102.3.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a vehicle that works for you. Check out Northside Ford's selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs today.
The Giving Plate, a meal service with heart. Purchase fresh and frozen meals along with salads and wraps. We have provided over 1,000 free meals to members of our local community. Check us out at our website and order online at thegivingplatemeals.com.
Come see all the new and exciting Chevrolet and Toyota vehicles here at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham, or shop and buy 24/7 at danheck.com.
12 left in the third quarter. Got Estella Medi taken care of. Didn't look like there was a whole lot of damage, but that's easy for me to say, right? So anyway, T-Town gets a player back in to replace her, and off the inbound, Kaylee Nieberge banks it off the glass and scores. She has 16 already, and kid's been on a roll. Of course, she's scoring 19 points a game, so it's not unexpected help. St. Anthony, meanwhile, looking to do something, and they got it knocked loose, get it back.
I don't know how.
Faraday got through two defenders and got fouled on the way, and she's probably thinking, oh, don't call that foul because I've got a breakaway layup.
But it is Summerwall's second foul, and it'll be the team's second this half as well. And here comes Medi back from the locker room. Good to see her trotting back out.
Good news. Meanwhile, St. Anthony will inbound by their bench. Rios gets it in safely to Fearday. Lucy going to the hole against two. Got it knocked down. Got called for the walk. She tried to create space where there was none.
Yeah, she got tagged with the turnover. It's her fourth. It's St. Anthony's fourth turnover as a team this quarter.
Daters checks out for T-Town. T-Town has trouble in backcourt, and they tie her up in a jump. No, they never called the jump. A shot's put up by Vonderheide, no good for St. Anthony. She got fouled, and she's going to get to go to the line for two. Boy, I thought sure they'd call a jump or a foul or a something.
I kind of did too, but as it is, it's a couple of free throws coming up for Stacy Vonderheide, who, by the way, is 2 for 2 in the ball game from the floor. I mean, she's hit a 2 and a 3, and now at the free throw line, she hits that.
She's got 6 points.
I mean, maybe another shot or two for Stacy.
We'll see how that works. Meanwhile, Rio sits down for St. Anthony, and Faber's back in, 4 fouls and all.
It's easy to say go ahead and get some more shots, but T-Town's defense is kind of pretty good about preventing that, too.
Foul shot's no good this time. Gibson the rebound for Teutopolis to Conkle, and it's knocked loose from behind. St. Anthony another steal. They get it down court. The catch by Rue Hall. Shot up, no good. Put back is good. And that's put up and in by Addie Nuxall. She has 4, and now it's a 13-point game, 35-22. Pressure by St. Anthony. T-Town gets it down low to Conkle. Cross court. Now on the opposite baseline. Shot put up no good by Beaker, and the rebound St. Anthony. Faber got it down low. Nice catch. Vonderheide puts it up and in. So Vonderheide with 8, and now it's an 11-point game.
Yeah, if they get another stop and a bucket here, they get it to single digits, they'd have to feel pretty good about themselves.
Down to 40, and they're going at it like ugly on an ape as far as the defense. And timeout, Teutopolis. Shoes were in a bad spot. They call the time. 44 seconds left. It's Teutopolis 35, St. Anthony 24. Here on KJ Country at 102.3.
With an expanded service department, our new Express Lube, and a huge lineup from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Geckner Brothers continues to build on the service and trust we've earned since 1937. Visit us online at gecknerbros.net.
Washington Savings Bank is here for you through every stage of life. We make banking easy and convenient.
44 seconds left in the third quarter. It's Teutopolis 35, St. Anthony 24. Shoes retain possession with that timeout. They throw it in backcourt to Summer Wall. She gets it to Conkle. Now it looks like they might go. Nope, they're going to go underneath. And on the side, a try for two won't go for Prupst. Then a fall-down effort by Conkle for two, no good. This putback by Gibson, no good. And St. Anthony gets the rebound in the person of Addie Nuxall. So St. Anthony can make it single digits if they could score here before the third quarter ends. Left side, Vonderheide. Out top, the catch by Nuxall. Ball knocked loose, regained by Fearday. Over to Ruhal, shot up and blocked. And she got fouled, and she'll be at the line to shoot a pair.
3.7 seconds showing on the clock. If she can get these free throws, it would be a single-digit contest, and you'd have to think St. Anthony would be pretty pleased with that, all things considered, headed into the fourth quarter, if Ruhal can connect.
Nancy Ruhal has 5 points so far tonight. Freshman puts first one up and good.
Conkle called for the foul. It's her third and Teutopolis' fourth this half.
So it's a 10-point game. It was an 18-point game once upon a time. Ruhal ready with a second one. No good. Rebound T-Town. And Nieberge gets her pocket picked and a shot at the buzzer just off the mark. Boy, Ruhal grabbed it big as life, but the shot a little rushed. Obviously, she's trying to beat the buzzer. So we have a 10-point game going to the fourth quarter. It's Teutopolis 35, St. Anthony 25 on KJ Country at 102.3.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a vehicle that works for you. Check out Northside Ford's selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs today.
The Giving Plate, a meal service with heart. Purchase fresh and frozen meals along with salads and wraps. We have provided over 1,000 free meals to members of our local community. Check us out at our website and order online at thegivingplatemeals.com.
Come see all the new and exciting Chevrolet and Toyota vehicles here at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham, or shop and buy 24/7 at danheck.com.
Have in the way of stats.
Well, St. Anthony was 6 of 13 from the field. They'd only made 3 shots from the field in the first half. They made 6 in the third quarter. They were also 2 of 4 at the free throw line and 2 of 4 from three-point range. Teutopolis 5 of 14 from the field, 1 of 2 at the free throw line. They did not attempt a three. Teutopolis had 8 turnovers to St. Anthony's 4 in that third quarter, but Teutopolis out-rebounded St. Anthony 11-5 in the quarter as well.
St. Anthony outscored T-Town 16-11 in the third quarter, and they're back within 10, and they get the ball to start the fourth quarter, so we'll see what happens. From 18 down, it's 10 down, and there's a long cross-court pass, and it's stolen. Good defense by Summer Wall, and a reach-in foul on Nancy Ruhal.
Ruhal picks up her third foul, team's fourth this half, as St. Anthony commits the turnover, and like you say, Wall just stepped into the passing lane, got the steal, and got fouled.
It's kind of a wishing and a hoping pass there.
Yeah.
T-Town knew what to do about that. Conkle with the ball. And St. Anthony really packs it in on defense. They fire it underneath. Shot put up, no good by Gibson. Put back by Nieberge, no good. And Fearday the rebound for St. Anthony. Lucy gets it across the half line, picks up the dribble, and she got her pocket picked. Grabbed out of there by Nieberge, and then she was going for a layup, and Vonderheide came up from behind, knocked it away out of bounds. But it'll stay with the Shoes to inbound on the baseline.
Yeah, good hustle there by Vonderheide to at least knock it away and prevent the easy layup.
Shoes get it inbound in the lane, and then they threw it away. They went inside to Nieberge. She threw it back to Conkle, and Conkle couldn't corral it, and another Shoes turnover.
It was a quick pass, and I don't know that Conkle was really expecting it. It looked like she might have been going in to try to rebound, and all of a sudden the ball was there, and she couldn't control.
Vonderheide runner for 2, around and no good. Put back, no good, but a foul. And Nuxall was fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Nuxall did a good job of crashing the offensive boards, and then she was fouled on the play by Conkle. That's Conkle's 4th, and Teutopolis' 5th as a team, so see what Coach Thompson does with Conkle in this spot.
Foul shot, no good. Nuxall with 4 points tonight. Has one more. 7:11 to go. Anybody want a Slurpee? Second foul shot, in and out, no good. Missed them both. Rebound, Gibson for T-Town. So the Shoes dodge a bullet there. Nieberge on the wing, down on the side to Gibson. Back into Nieberge, working against two. Shot blocked by Fearday, and the rebound comes out to Ruhal for St. Anthony. She's in backcourt, needing help. Got through a couple of defenders. Driving to the hole, puts it up and got it. Boy, Nancy Ruhal was not going to be denied. Now it's an 8-point game, 35-27.
Yeah, and Conkle just had to let her go. Otherwise, she was at risk for that 5th foul.
Gibson with the ball in the corner, back out top for T-Town. Wall the catch, side to Conkle. They fired underneath to Nieberge. Shot up, no good, but she got fouled, and Nieberge's going to go to the line.
A couple of shots here on the way for Nieberge as she got inside position, and a nice pass kind of led her away from the defense, and Lucy Fearday tried to recover and knock the shot away. She did, but she committed the foul.
Kaylee Nieberge was 16 tonight for T-Town. Foul shot, good. Rattled it home. That makes it 36-27. A 9-point lead. And Conkle gets a breather with those 4 fouls. And Chloe Prups checked back in. Second foul shot, good. Nieberge got them both down. Kaylee with 18 tonight. Certainly the difference when it comes to points. T-Town's up 10 again, 37-27, 6:20 to go. They get it out top, St. Anthony does, in the person of Fearday. Vonderheide, side, Faber, 3, no good, rimmed out, no good. T-Town, Nieberge, another rebound for the Shoes. Down court to Prups. Chloe to the free throw line. Now to Nieberge. Corner to Gibson. She drives, shoots for 2. No good. St. Anthony, another rebound. Grabbed by Ruhal. Down court quickly. The catch by Vonderheide to Fearday. Layup, good. Boy, they got up and down the floor in a hurry.
Yeah, good job of running the court. Fearday got underneath, and Vonderheide, nice feed to find her.
Fearday with 9. It's an 8-point game again, 37-29. T-Town's led the whole game, but St. Anthony making it interesting here late. Prups gets it to Gibson. She took steps. Shoes another turnover. They're second in this quarter. But gosh, something like 18 in the game.
20.
Oh, my. So off to St. Anthony. They're within 8 here with 5.5 minutes to go.
St. Anthony's got 19.
Man, that's obviously way too many. Vonderheide tried to drive. Looked like she banged it off her leg. Ooh, they're going to keep it with St. Anthony. Well, T-Town fans have been pleased much of the evening, and I can't blame them on that one.
Yeah,
anyway,
that call could have went one of two ways.
Yes. St. Anthony got it inbounded. They got it to Ruhal. T-Town reached in, forced the jump, and the alternate possession gives it back to the Shoes. Conkle going to come in. Prups sits down. No, Prups doesn't sit down. Meddy sat down. 37-29 T-Town. 5:19 to go. Shoes with the ball in the 8-point lead. Summer Wall to the middle to Nieberge. Now down to Gibson on the baseline. In the lane. Good catch. Conkle. Shot good. Emily Conkle in double figures with 11. Back to a 10-point game. Shot off the glass. Good by Nancy Ruhal. T-Town stopped on defense, and player fell down, and no call, and now it's an 8-point game again. Shoes underneath. Nieberge shot. Good. Man, she was heading out of bounds, Matt, and still was able to get that shot away and good.
Well, she was so strong that shot got partially blocked, but she still got it up above the rim.
Shot for 2. St. Anthony no good by Nuxall. T-Town rebound grabbed by Gibson. So it's a 10-point game, and T-Town with the ball. 4.5 to go, and they threw it out of bounds. Lawrence Carey and Doris Saruzin almost had that possession.
Well, they know what to do with the ball over there if they get it, but they don't want it right now.
No. Well, 41-31, T-Town by 10, so St. Anthony gets the ball back on a turnover.
I like what Coach Thompson's doing here with Conkle. If it's a dead ball and they're on defense, she takes Conkle out. If it's a dead ball and they're on offense, she puts her back in.
Nursing those 4 fouls along. Here's a reach-in foul. Summer Wall tried to take it away from Ruhal, and a foul on the shoes.
That'll be Wall's third foul and the team's sixth, so the next personal sends St. Anthony to the line unless it's an offensive foul.
4:19 to go. Shoes by 10. St. Anthony with the ball. Picked up by Ruhal. Tough catch by Vonderheide. Needing some help. Tried to get it to a teammate, and they say T-Town touched it last. Summer Wall trying to serve as the liaison on that call, but
she got a hand on it, but she was thinking that maybe she hit it off of Ruhal. Officials didn't see it that way.
St. Anthony gets it inbounded. Out top, Faber for three, short front of the rim, and the rebound grabbed by T-Town. Estella Meddy grabbed it, and then another violation on T-Town. My mercy, that's 4 in the quarter, and as many as I can remember a T-Town team ever committing.
Yeah, St. Anthony sped them up a little bit, and that's benefited them.
St. Anthony gets it inbounded. Faber with it.
Why do they flirt with that half line so much?
It's an adventure. You're just inviting it over and back. Anyway, Ruhal with it to Faber for St. Anthony. She goes baseline. Shoots for two. No good. Rebound. Grabbed by Kaylee Nieberge for T-Town. Throws it down court. Prupps put a shot up for two. No good. But she got fouled. Prupps going to the line for a pair. And I think that's it for Faber.
Yeah, Faber fouls out of the ball game. That'll be her fifth and team sixth. Both teams have been whistled for 6 fouls this half. This was a shooting foul, but free throws could play a part here in the final. 3:34 on the clock.
Boy, Prupps has 2 points for the Shoes tonight. The foul shot up and rimmed out no good. But T-Town's led start to finish. And they're up 10, and we're down to 3:34 to go. See what happens here. Prupps, the sophomore. Second foul shot up, and good. So a miss and a make. Chloe with 3. T-Town by 11. 42-31. Fearday for St. Anthony drives it inside. Shot blocked by Nieberge, and a foul on Nieberge.
Yeah, Fearday got the step as soon as she caught the ball, had inside position, drove to the basket, and Kaylee Nieberge with a pretty good challenge, but the official said got her on the wrist and not the ball. So that'll be the team's 7th, but only Nieberge's 2nd.
Fearday with 9 points tonight. Lucy's first one, good. So obviously she's in double figures now with 10. And that makes it 42-32. Meddy down. Conkle back in for T-Town. Again, 3.5 minutes to go. 10-point ball game. Fearday's second one up and good. Buried them both. Lucy with 11. It's a 9-point game, 42-33. And it's stolen by St. Anthony and then stolen right back by T-Town. They get it to Conkle, and she's across the half line. Down in the corner, Prupps the catch, goes baseline, no room there, gets it back to Conkle, back to Prupps. Prupps cross court out front, the catch by Wall, side to Gibson. Gibson way cross court to Conkle, and they go baseline. Prupps, good pass underneath the Nieberge, and she got the layup. Kaylee Nieberge with 22. And back to an 11-point lead.
Good patient trip. They got the shot they wanted.
Driving it inside. St. Anthony shot by Ruhal. Left it short. Rebound out of bounds. It'll go to T-Town.
Yeah, good job by recovering by Kaylee Nieberge. She got back there at the last second to affect that shot from Ruhal and then battled for the board, and it ultimately was off of St. Anthony.
T-Town inbounds to midcourt. Prupps, nice job of saving that. Got it away to Conkle. Down to 2:39 to go now. And Shoes with the ball and an 11-point lead. They double team down. The player hits the deck. Now they got a rollover accident. They didn't call a foul either way. And I guess you weren't going to call it on both of them, were you?
Well, but normally you can't roll over with the ball. That's normally a travel, but maybe not today.
T-Town tried to jam it inside, and St. Anthony knocked it out of bounds. There are a couple of times it's been more like wrestling at the cheeks.
Well, and the play has been such a helter-skelter activity at times that it's probably hard for the officials to kind of decipher what's happening from time to time.
Conkle tried to drive inside. Instead, gets it away to Wall. She gets a bounce pass out front now to Conkle. Down to 2:05. T-Town certainly doesn't have to be in a hurry.
No.
They're up by 11 with 2 minutes to go. Prupst goes baseline. Shot no good. Knocked loose. Prupst got it back. And out front, Wall to Conkle. And now we're down to minute 49 to go. They go back to the baseline. Prupst shot inside. No good. She got fouled, I think, by Ruhal.
Yeah, Ruhal was determined not to let her get an easy shot in there, and she committed the foul. It's her fourth, team seventh, but this is a couple of free throws here for Chloe Prupst as she was in the act of shooting underneath.
First one up and good. So Chloe Prupst with 4 makes it 45-33, and this is really the biggest lead that T-Town's had in a while.
Yeah.
Down to a minute 46 to go. Second one up and no good. Back of the rim. And a rebound eventually comes down to Vonderheid for St. Anthony. Stacy across the half line. Right side the pass to Ruhal. Drives inside. Fell down but got it away just in time to Nuxall. Side to Vonderheid. Inside to Fearday. And she got the ball knocked loose and stolen by the shoes. And then a foul on St. Anthony. So they were able to deprive Fearday of the ball. And then a foul.
And Fearday committed the foul. It's her second, team's eighth, so a one-on-one opportunity as Courtney Gibson got the steal, which was St. Anthony's fifth turnover of the fourth quarter.
Down to a minute 29 to go. Gibson, foul shot, good. Courtney has 7, first point of the second half. Now it's a 13-point game. So T-Town appears like they're going to be able to regroup and post the win. Second foul shot no good. Rios the rebound for St. Anthony. Gets it across the half line. Down low, Fearday puts it on the floor out to Rios. Down to a minute 18 to go. Vonderheid, right side Ruhal, driving it inside, puts it up and got it. So T-Town wisely not fouling.
Yeah.
Ruhal with 12, and it's 46-35, an 11-point game. Shoes beat the pressure. They get it away safely. And looking to kill some clock now. Conkle with it out top. We're under a minute to go. Right side to Prupst. Back out to Conkle. Conkle on the floor with the ball. Gets it in the corner to Gibson. She was dribbling, by the way, not literally on the floor. Wall, the corner, Gibson, 3, no good. Rebound off the shoes. It'll go St. Anthony way.
A little surprised to see Gibson pull the trigger on that one from way out there with 40 seconds showing on the clock now, but I think they're up 11 in a comfortable spot, but still.
Vonderheid, Ruhal out front. Rios, ball knocked loose, regained by Ruhal, drives it inside. Now inside her even more. Turnaround shot good for Addie Nuxall. She has 6. It's an 11-point game. We're down to 19. It's a 9-point game, 46-37. Sorry, down to 15 seconds. Nieberge with the ball for T-Town, and I thought they'd put the wagons in a circle here. Down to 5, down to 4. It's one of those moot points. Courtney Gibson ends up holding the ball, and there's the buzzer. And Teutopolis comes to St. Anthony and posts the win. Ended up a 9-point contest, though. Final score here at the Enlow Center. Teutopolis 46, St. Anthony 37. Bulldogs suffer their first loss of the season to a team that is pretty experienced in handing teams their first loss of the season.
Yeah.
Each team with 1 loss on the campaign. Again, the final, Teutopolis 46, St. Anthony 37. Back with a post-game show in just a minute here on KJ Country at 102.3.
With an expanded service department, our new Express Lube, and a huge lineup from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Geckner Brothers continues to build on the service and trust we've earned since 1937. Visit us online at gecknerbros.net.
Washington Savings Bank is here for you through every stage of life. We make banking easy and convenient.
St. Anthony's quarters 2, 7, 16, and 12 for their 37 points. Shoes a winner for 46-37. Lori Thompson already up here to visit with us on the post-game show. So we'll talk with the Shoes mentor here and let her get saddled up, and we'll get to visit here with Lori in just a second. Yeah, I know. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay.
Congratulations on the win.
Thank you. It was a win. I tell you what, we'll take wins any way we can get them. We played a nice St. Anthony ball club. Very scrappy. Never gave up. Hardworking. I told the girls, they outplayed us a couple quarters. And, that's a testament to Coach Rios that he's got the girls playing good ball right now.
And your goal always is to play good ball clubs.
Oh, yeah. And this was a good game. I mean, we got to play against a different type of defense that we normally don't see. That was good. We got to play against full court, which is good because a lot of times we don't see that as well. So, that we take away what we can tonight. And I know Coach has, hopefully we gave him something he can work on too. But we definitely learned a lot in this game. So we'll definitely get back to drawing board and we'll get better at certain things that we did not do very well tonight. One of them being not taking care of the ball.
Yeah, turnovers is hard to ignore tonight. That was a real problem.
Yeah, and it was just silly, panicky things that when, St. Anthony sped us up, and that's what happened. When you let a team speed you up, then, we didn't take care of the ball. So we've got to be able to understand we can't let a team speed us up. We need to play our game. And that's what, we'll definitely work on, which, like I said, it was good to see. So now the girls know. We really haven't had that yet this year. So, here we are, game 8, and we got it. So that's good.
There's a lot to like about the performances, though, of a lot of your kids. I thought Kaylee Niebuhr, he played a heck of a game.
Yeah, Kaylee's been our workhorse all year long. I mean, we've been on the back of Kaylee all year long, and she can do a lot of things in her position. She can handle the ball a little bit, she can shoot threes a little bit, she can obviously post up, rebound, go coast to coast. And Kaylee, we do depend a lot on Kaylee, as you could see tonight.
Absolutely, but she had help. She had kids getting her the ball. Emily Conkle was a little hampered by fouls to the point that when she got to 4, you had to be careful in how you used her.
Yes, because at that point, it's still a 10, 11-point game. Yep. And, I'm sitting there thinking, well, we're going to have to take her out for a little bit. And if something bad happens, then we'll put her back in. But, I thought the girls, I subbed in with Estella, Summer, Chloe, Jolene, kind of that mix there. And I thought they, held their own, and I thought we kind of kept this lingering at that 10 point, up by 10. So we got away with it tonight because Emily's out there directing. She's out there calling the plays, and when she's out, you can kind of see we got a little ragged out there.
But we're at game 8.
I know. We are in game 8. You're right. But darn it, we got to be doing some other things a little bit better than what we're doing right now in game 8. So mainly finishing, you see that as well. We didn't finish, and St. Anthony had a little bit of that the first half. We kind of traded back and forth. They didn't finish some, we didn't finish some, so I call it a wash. But man, we've been hitting it hard, but we're not there yet.
Yeah. You've got a lot to like, though. I thought Courtney Gibson gave you good minutes.
Yeah, Courtney did. Courtney's that long kid in there. She's athletic. She can shoot. She's kind of been a little bit on the struggle bus there, but she hit a couple shots tonight, which is good to see. So, yeah, defensively, I thought she stepped up her game, too, tonight a little bit, as more than what she's had in the past. And when she does, she can become that complete player. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, definitely proud of her. Like I said, I have Summer and Jolene in there to play defense, and I thought they did a nice job. A couple times, we just have to work on slowing things down there. At the end, we were just so heady, we're up by 10, and I said, we're spreading out. They're going to come out and get us now, but we still helped them out by shooting. Like, oh, no, don't shoot that. Okay, go ahead.
I'll have to admit, we thought that a couple of times.
That wasn't our plan, but, it's okay. We're work in progress, and that's what I said. We'll address that as well, how to maintain that lead and spread the floor and, let the defense come foul us.
You bet. Well, you've had wonderful defensive teams through the years. You played on wonderful defensive teams. And I think sometimes people don't understand that you get tired playing defense just like you do running up and down the floor.
Oh, yeah.
And so that's another thing. That's another aspect to this.
Yeah. And, you try to make defense fun, and that's what I try to tell the girls. Defense can be really fun when you're getting steals and you're pitching the ball ahead down the floor and watching your teammate going for a layup. That makes it fun. So, yeah, we try to buy in on it. I try to make it sound exciting and fun and that everyone wants to do it. And, for the most part, they bought in. We still have a lot of work yet to do. But one of, a little bit of our foot speed, some of it, but that's okay. I said you can be smart. That increase your foot speed. If you're a little slow there, we got to be smart up here. And so I expect our defense as we go to get better. That's my goal.
What do you talk about what you've got coming, say, the next couple of weeks leading into Christmas time?
So, yeah, we've got Newton on Thursday, Olney on Saturday, and then we play Paris on next week, Monday. So we've got a nice schedule, and then we go into Christmas at Charleston. So we got games. Our schedule is a good schedule. I'm telling you, from top to bottom, we play great teams, and it's designed to do that. Yeah, are we going to probably take some losses? Yeah, but we have to learn from them. Getting games like we just got against St. Anthony tonight is definitely going to help us. Definitely. And I'm excited about that, and I'm glad we got to play it. And I hope, like I said, Coach Rios has the same, he's on the other side of it. Hopefully we gave him something tonight to work on. And that's what it's all about. I mean, that's what first season's all about. And then postseason, you should hopefully have all your experiences ready to go and put it together, and then we play that second season.
So you're saying the athletic director's doing a good job putting a good schedule together for you?
I inherited that. I just kept it rolling. I know Mr. Wilson's probably down there listening, so I have to say something good.
Oh, man. That's all right. You don't encourage him. Lori, it's always a pleasure. Congratulations on a good win, and best of success from here on in.
All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
You bet. Lady Shoes coach Lori Thompson. Appreciate her taking time to visit with us here on the post-game show.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a vehicle that works for you. Check out Northside Ford's selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs today.
The Giving Plate, a meal service with heart. Purchase fresh and frozen meals along with salads and wraps. We have provided over 1,000 free meals to members of our local community. Check us out at our website and order online at thegivingplatemeals.com.
Come see all the new and exciting Chevrolet and Toyota vehicles here at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham, or shop and buy 24/7 at danheck.com.
Enlow Center final score again tonight, 46-37. Teutopolis wins over St. Anthony, and we get a talk with Bulldogs coach Aaron Rios. And if some of those shots had gone down in the first half that didn't, who knows?
Yeah, it's our second home game in the last 5 days, and played a tough Beecher team the other night, and I think we were something in the neighborhood of 3 of 34 in the first half from the 2-point range, right? Tonight, I don't remember the number was. It was 2 of 24 or something in that ballpark, and got off to a slow start. Scoring 2 points in the first quarter, that's not part of our DNA. We like to push the ball up the floor and score some points, right? So far this year, we're scoring like 69 a game. So, their pressure early played a big part. They're always going to pressure us. They're always going to be very defensive-minded, very disciplined. I think we did a nice job in the second quarter, bouncing back a little bit, playing to compete at least. And, what really hurt us tonight is the pressure that they had, our turnovers. We haven't had 20 turnovers all season.
Yeah.
We're right around about 10 or 11 per game, so we take care of the basketball. And, hats off to them. They're a great basketball team. But I can tell you this, our ball club is even more fired up now after playing the way we played this team. I lived in Effingham for going on 9 years now. I don't remember a Bulldogs team competing against a T-Town team that tough and with that much grit coming down home. And that's nothing against the teams in the past. This team really competed to the end. And if we can execute a few buckets, hit a couple threes late, who knows? Maybe we walk out of here with a win. But unfortunately, we didn't. And our girls know what our goals are this year and how we're executing. And, year to date, I think we're doing a great job on that. So very proud of our ball club.
Got a lot of possibilities, a lot of people that you can look at, but I think that tonight they knew stopping Lucy was job one, and held her to 11 tonight.
Yeah. I mean, Lucy's averaging 18 points this season. Nancy's right behind her. Nancy got 12, so if they get their averages, we win the basketball game. And they did a really good job they played man-to-man all game, and they double-teamed her every time she caught the basketball. We tried to bring her out on the floor because she can put it on the floor, and Newbury is really good and active with their hands, and they did good rotating and doubling her too when she tried to come off the dribble. But, I think, we finally started to put it together in the second half. We scored 16 in the third and 12 in the fourth, and they scored 11 in the third and 11 in the fourth. So really the first half, we talk about completing a basketball game. We make it interesting the first quarter and score 8. Who knows what happens down there. But kudos to them again, as I said. But I'm very, very proud of this ball club, very disciplined. We've cleaned it up over the last few years, and we're ready to compete and have some fun doing it.
You talk about playing a team that has such an X factor like Altamont, Grace Nelson. You never know how many points she's going to score. You go to overtime with CHBC, who's another talented ball club, and now you play T-Town tonight. I mean, the hits keep coming, and it's how you respond in games like that are really going to decide your season.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you remember, Greg, last year when we were making a little run in the postseason, we talked about these games and how they mean something in the end. And that's where we spend a lot of time in our locker room, that it hurts. Somebody like Lucy Fearday that's been here for 4 years, we lose to T-Town for 4 years, and we have a shot tonight to make a difference, and we didn't. So that hurts tonight. But what I told them was, playing a game like this is the most fans we've had all season. T-Town had hundreds of fans. We had at least 60 or 70 sitting over there, which we haven't all season, because of what we've been able to do on the basketball floor and be undefeated so far in the season. And we're going to see those fans when it counts. And when we have to play a really, really good team later on in the season, we're going to be more battle tested than if we beat somebody 52-22, right? So I feel good about that. I feel good about these guys being on our schedule, and we're going to kind of switch the clock back a little bit and be ready to work tomorrow and have 2 days to go and have a really, really, really good basketball team on Thursday night to compete against.
Yes, that's true, and I want to talk about that in a second. I know that Lori made a point when she was up here for the visit that you showed her and them, some defense that they ordinarily don't see, and she said, we're going to have to go back to the drawing board and work on some of the things that St. Anthony threw at us tonight.
Yeah, I mean, they should have seen the girls' faces when I said we're going to pick them up full court most of the game. And me, right now I'm rotating because Maddie Kibler's out with an injury. We're rotating 6, maybe 7 kids. And then some of the freshmen we fill in when we get in foul trouble. It's a big game for them. So, just coming out and compete and play hard. So I'm glad that she made that compliment. That says something about what we're trying to do as a basketball team. And I can tell you there's not one team all season that we try to full court press all year. But we need to change a different element to be competitive tonight. Sure. And it worked out to some degree, and I'm pretty sure that they haven't turned the ball over 20-plus times in a game this season, too. So ultimately, it came down that they executed better tonight. I felt our energy, our effort was right where it needed to be. It just our execution levels need to be just a little bit higher to beat a good ball club like that. And I feel really good about we're going to have more chances this season to be able to do it. So.
I think you're right. So we mentioned Altamont, we mentioned CHBC, we mentioned T-Town, and you sneaked in a mention about Thursday night. That'll be the next time we get to see you as St. Anthony plays Effingham Thursday night. And
that's right.
Man, that's always a blast.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Jeff's been a great partner of mine and friend, and very good in my transition earlier on 4 years ago, and really appreciate him as a coach and what his teams bring to the table, and they're always extremely competitive. And it was part of him and I and working together with our leadership at each school to get the game back on. So we had a home and home, and I'm excited about it. It's tough to go in their gym and play. It's tough to play them, period. They played really well against us last year, and they're off to a good start this year as well. So looking forward to getting prepared the next few days and going out and doing as best we can on Thursday night.
Always a pleasure, Aaron.
Thank you, Greg.
For the
Thank
visit.
You so much. Thank you for your support. Thank you.
Our pleasure.
All right,
we'll see you Thursday.
Thank you,
bet.
Greg.
You bet. Bulldogs coach Aaron Rios. Appreciate him coming up, joining us on the post-game show. Gail, let's go back to you just to see what you might have in the way of scores.
Sure. In girls basketball action tonight, Altamont defeated North Clay Louisville 51-45. It was Cumberland defeating Decatur LSA 45-29. Woodlawn over South Central 68-48, and Newton defeated Salem 51-46. And in your Monday night football game at halftime, Arizona Cardinals 13, New England Patriots 10.
So Flex must not be working hard enough. Arizona's up 3 at halftime.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Gail. Appreciate that, and thanks for all your good work. Thank you, Caleb, for being here. You can't see me if Caleb isn't here, so I guess that's either a good thing or a bad thing. Anyway, Caleb's going to be busy again tomorrow night because we have a good one tomorrow night, boys action. Across the creek, it'll be Effingham at Teutopolis, and the Hearts playing much better. And after a slow start, T-Town is always good. They are, I say that every year, but Matt, they're really good this year.
They are really good, and they're going to be a handful for everybody that they go up against. But, you know, Effingham can kind of come into that game with feeling like they got nothing to lose in a sense. And like you said, I haven't seen them personally since the tournament here at St. Anthony, but yes, they've been playing some better basketball, and that's not a surprise either. We knew that this team would take a little bit to kind of figure it out, and that's to be expected early in the season with some of these teams that have a lot of rotation within their lineup, so to speak.
So tomorrow night, boys action, Effingham at Teutopolis. Thursday night, we have Effingham and St. Anthony girls playing each other. Friday night, we've got Dietrich and St. Anthony boys, so we've got some good ones for you this week. Thanks, Matt.
It's always a pleasure. Thank you, Greg.
You bet. And thanks again to Caleb, to Gail. I'm Greg Sapp. Final score again, Teutopolis 46, St. Anthony 37. Good night, everybody.